Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. He dissected corpses and drew detailed sketches. He designed flying machines, bridges and weapons. He maintained extensive notebooks with studies on topics ranging from plants to animals to human faces. Benjamin Franklin invented the lightning rod and bifocal glasses. He studied demography and played multiple instruments. He was a successful author and newspaper editor. He was the first Postmaster General as well as Governor of Pennsylvania and United States Minister to Sweden and France. Isaac Newton invented calculus. He described the laws of motion and built the first reflecting telescope. He wrote extensively about his interpretation of the Bible. He taught at the University of Cambridge and served as Master of the Royal Mint and President of the Royal Society. Da Vinci, Franklin and Newton had various interests and they sought to explore them all. Da Vinci didn't restrict himself to painting. Franklin wasn't just one of the founding fathers, and Newton did more than study mathematics. This stands in stark contrast to today's world, which demands specialization. We learn about a few subjects throughout our years in school, and in college we pick one subject to devote ourselves to for the next 4 years, and likely the rest of our lives. You're either an engineer or a writer, a doctor or a painter, an accountant or a psychologist. This makes sense in some respects, as doctors in training, for example, don't have time for much outside their grueling schedules, which I appreciate, as I wouldn't want them to remove my kidney instead of my appendix. Unfortunately, however, this specialization makes us forget that we are born curious and built to explore. I decided to start writing about a month back. Among the many imagined obstacles that had been stopping me from writing was this notion that if I was to be taken seriously, I had to have a niche. I had to be the coding guy, or the personal finance guy, or the minimalist guy. How dumb is that? Why can't I be interested in personal finance as well as psychology? Why can't I share my thoughts on writing as well as my thoughts on social media? In the end, whether we're writing about coding, telling the story of how we bounce back from a breakup, or sharing what we learned from our favourite book, we're writing about life. We're writing about life. We're trying to find meaning. We're searching for inner peace. We're hoping to discover happiness. We're looking to stumble onto explanations. We're putting our message in a bottle and throwing it out to sea. If we're lucky, somebody will find it, read it and throw it back. Take a page out of the lives of Da Vinci, Franklin and Newton. Free yourself to explore all your interests. Free yourself to write about whatever piques your curiosity. Give yourself the chance to find the handful of topics that fill you to the brim with excitement. Share your journey. You were born curious. Allow yourself to stay that way.